Hi everybody, it's Mia and I'm in my car. And I'm about to start a series of videos that I really think you guys are going to love. It's going to be things made for the car just so we can keep our cars organized, from gap fillers to visors, little trash cans, all sorts of things. So if you have ideas of things that you would like to make for the car, please let me know. I really want to make some things that are useful, functional, just some things that keep us organized in our day-to-day lives. We're all so busy, and I think this is going to be a fun series that we can really enjoy and have a lot of fun making some cute DIY projects. First video is going to be all about the gap that's between the middle console and your car seat. If you're like my car and me, whenever I get in my car, I'm always dropping my phone down there. Anyone who gets in my car is always dropping their phone, and it's so annoying. So this little car seat gap filler organizer is going to really help solve that issue. The one that I made is a little bit bigger than I really wanted it to turn out to be, since this was the first time I made it. But you can adjust the measurements and make the pockets thinner, bigger, smaller. It depends on the car that you have, so you just kind of got to know your car and look at it and see if it works for you. But the one that I made should fit in anyone's car. I also wanted to show you how I folded this bottom portion down a little bit. Actually, I folded it up, but it's got padding in it, so this just helps it stay secure between the middle console and the car seat. But these are the little pockets that you can put your phone into. I just kind of wanted to show you guys what it looks like, and like I said, it's going to fit right in between the middle console and the car seat. So let's get right into making this little car seat gap filler organizer. Hey guys, let's get started. So I just used some cotton fabric that I had. I think I purchased this fabric from Hobby Lobby, and I just cut out 2 panels 12 by 14 and then used a little bit of foam and fusible fleece only on one side. But the foam is going to go in between both layers, so that way it's going to make that little fold I just showed you at the bottom of the little gap filler, and that's going to help secure it in place so it doesn't move around in between the car seat and the console. And then I'm just going to sew them right sides facing all the way around, leaving about a 3 or 4 inch opening, just so that way I can shove that foam in between both layers. And once I sew all the way around, this little panel is going to be completely done. Now I'm just going to turn it inside out and then just push the piece of foam inside both layers. I cut the foam about 1 inch smaller all the way around just to keep it out of sewing when I sew it. And now I'm just going to cut out all the rest of the pieces, front and backs, and some fusible fleece to go on all the back sides of all the pieces. And I'm just going to cut a little bit of foam out for the 12-inch panel and for the little 5x5-inch panel. Once again, I'm just going to leave an opening on all the panels and then turn it inside out. Give it a good pressing, and that's really going to be it. And then I'm just going to start assembling all the panels together. Here I'm just taking the little 5x5 inch square and I'm just going to sew it right down the center of the main panel. And then I just sewed the bottom of the 5-inch square to the middle of the 12-inch panel. And then I took the long piece and just clipped it all the way around the little 12-inch panel. But before sewing it all together, I'm going to take the bottom of the square and just attach it to the very center of the 12x14 inch panel. And then I made sure the corners met up and just clipped everything in place. I'm going to use some pins to pin the very bottom of the little organizer to the main panel. And then I'm just going to sew all the way around using maybe 1/8 of an inch seam allowance or 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. It really doesn't have to be perfect because you're just going to throw stuff into it in the car. And after sewing all the way around and attaching the little organizer to the main panel, that's really it. I'm just going to fold that little bottom piece that's sticking out underneath the organizer upward. That's going to give double layers of padding to hold the little organizer in between the seat and the middle console. That's it, guys. Super easy and fun. You can make your little organizer pockets smaller or thinner, but stick around for the rest of the videos in the series. And if you would like another DIY project, watch the next video that's on screen, and I'll see you there.